Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us. Why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. This is April 20th, 2025, and I wanted to put this on the back end of this video. Let me explain to y'all. Let me put into perspective how the enemy can control someone. That things that are normal is not normal. Things that make sense don't make sense. And this is how I know the enemy is definitely using my wife. We have a 4-year-old daughter that's autistic. She ain't severely autistic. She just ain't started talking, right? But she's very smart. Then we have a 5-year-old. Now, I was living in Paris, California. I ended up moving to Rialto to rent out a room. I told my wife that I was moving from Paris to Rialto. She asked me, so she knows that I moved. Well, she knew that I was moving, and I told her last weekend I moved. This weekend I had my children. Now, I'm dealing with a spirit of division, rejection, separation. No communication with the phone, text message, and I done made videos of this. When I have my girls, I can't call my wife if I needed to. That's not normal. Not when a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old that's about to go spend an overnight visit with their father. That's the first thing. The second thing is she don't even have an address where I'm at. She haven't even asked me what's the address where you're living at. Now, how many mothers will let your children go with their father and you don't know where they're at? You just know a city, but you don't know exactly where they're living at. Who he's living with or anything like that. That's not normal. That's how far my wife is with the enemy being controlling her. So when you hear how God is about to judge her and put his wrath on her, it's because that enemy, she's so far from fearing God, not believing in him, fearing him, but just the logic, like even if let's say if this was a normal and I was living a worldly, I was in the world, she was in the world, we had children, you know, we fornicated, we got married, we had children, we both separated. You know, I'm in the streets, she's in the streets, we're still married, but hey, we're doing us. That woman is still gonna want to know where her kids is laying their heads at. No communication. So I've been noticing every time I go over to pick up my kids, she have a roommate, which I believe she's a witch. I believe the enemy planted her in that house to kind of help my wife, because I'm noticing in the beginning she was using a lot of babysitters. The babysitters, I don't think she's dealing, I think God pulled those babysitters away from my wife. But she still uses the woman that lives there. But every time I pick up this woman comes outside, she sits in her car, and she stays there until I leave. And I've been noticing this. Now, this woman done called the police on me on the drop-off one time, and I didn't do anything wrong. This is what took place today. So I go, my mom's car, who passed away in 2023, still sits in the driveway. And for some strange reason, my wife been taking all my belongings out and been placing it in my mom's car. We have a 3-car garage, but she's placing my items in my mother's car. Doors unlocked. I done had shoes, jerseys, like, I ain't talking about regular jerseys. I'm talking about like $200 jerseys, right? And just a lot of other miscellaneous things that where they was at in the house, in the garage already, they was not in nobody's space, right? She's throwing the stuff in the car. It's not even like neatly put in there. It's just, I'm just going to throw it in there. So it's no care to it, but that's here and there. So I pull up to drop off my kids. Now, I don't know if my wife is at home. I don't know if the car's parked in the garage. Her friend, the roommate, is sitting in the car like she normally do. I go to my mom's car to see if I could grab something out of that car. My kids is still in the car. This woman don't say nothing to me. She don't say, Coretta said you could drop the kids off with me. The prodigal, who's my wife, but I'm going to call her the prodigal, she don't communicate this with me. She don't communicate. She don't call, tell me, hey, I'm not home, but drop the kids off with the roommate and keep it pushing. Simple communication. She could have said this in a text message. She could have called me. She knows what time I was supposed to pop up. She knows what time I was supposed to drop them off at 3 o'clock. So why haven't you not called me a little bit before 3 or at 3 to let me know, hey, I'm not home, but my roommate is there to pick up the kids, leave the kids with her. The roommate don't say nothing to me. But this is all spiritual. So I don't say nothing to this woman. I don't say nothing to her. Ever since she called the police on me, I don't say nothing to her. I don't say nothing to this woman. I don't bother her. I don't even look her way. But for some reason, this woman gets out her car while I'm at my mother's car, and she walks over to my car, and I tell her, don't touch my car. She goes ahead and opens the back door where my daughter's is, disregarding me telling her don't touch my car. It was no reason for her to touch my car. It was no reason for her to open the back door of my car. So I walk over there. I get in between her and my daughter. I don't touch her, but I told her, I just told you not to open my car. Why are you opening my car? I don't touch your car. I don't say nothing to you. So she gets on her phone. I don't know if she's calling the police. I don't know if she's calling my child's mom. She don't say, but she never once said anything. I go to the door thinking that my child's mom is in the house. I ring the doorbell. I go back to the car. And she's like, she's arguing with me, making it seem like I started some confusion, but I did not start no confusion. I simply was there to drop off my kids. Now, if she was supposed to be there to take the kids, she should have communicated that with me. That's all she had to say. We didn't have a conversation. Hey, Coretta said drop the kids off with me, but my wife, my prodigal wife, should have said, she should have called me and gave me heads up. Simple communication. But when the enemy's using her, there's no communication. There's no logic. See, because I could have easily just been on some, well, I see the woman, I'm going to assume and drop my kids off with this woman. But I don't know if my prodigal wife put her out and she's outside in her car waiting for my wife, whatever. I don't know. That's not responsible. My responsibility is to get my kids to their mother. But once she told me, once she got on the phone and I guess she was talking to my wife and she went to go open the door, then I took my kids. And I don't know if her son was there. I don't know where my wife was at. My prodigal wife. I don't know where she was at. But I dropped the stuff off. If she called the police, I didn't want no trouble. So I just said, let me drop the stuff off. The kids is in the house and I'm going to leave. Never once got it. I didn't get a phone call until almost 10 minutes later, 5 minutes later, of my wife asking what took place, what happened. And when I'm trying to explain, she opened my car door without me giving her permission to open my car door, and I told her not to open my car door. For some strange reason, the enemy wanted to make it seem like I was at fault. My prodigal wife was trying to twist this around like I did something wrong. And I'm trying to tell my prodigal wife, all you had to do is communicate. I can't call you. I try to call you. I go straight to the voice message. I can't leave a voice message because you ain't clearing out the voice message. I can't text you. I hit you on the Talking Parent app. There's no communication. But you want to make it seem like I'm wrong because I told this woman not to touch my car? And then she tried to use this logic. Well, you know she lives there. I said, I don't know if she lives there. I don't know if y'all got some problems. I don't know if you was home. I don't know. What I'm supposed to do? See her and just drop my kids off with her? She might have been leaving. I don't know what's going on. Because you keeping me in the dark. This is what I've been having to go through since I've been separated from my wife. But I had to think about, okay, it's some type of generational curse that's put on me because I don't have no communication with my sons. I don't have no communication with my father. I don't have no communication with my wife. I don't have no communication with my children. My sisters. And this goes back to my ex-wife when I couldn't have communication with her. So somebody put some type of spell on me. That's some type of divisionation or separation or rejection type of spell. I got to do more research so I could loosen it up on earth and loosen it in the heavens and rebuke it and bind it on earth and bind it and bind it on earth and bound it in heaven. So I just wanted to add that. I know this video is very long, but just understand what I'm saying. This woman don't even know, she don't even have an address where I'm at, and she ain't gonna even care. She's not even caring. I guess the logic is, they're with my children are with their father, and that's it. But if something happened to me, She don't even know how to locate my children. Luckily, I had to give a phone number to one of the people that stay here in case something does happen to me. They could call her. But this is how the enemy works. See, because let's say something did happen to me. And let's say I wasn't smart enough to give my phone number to my wife, my prodigal wife's phone number to somebody that knows me, that has access to me where I'm at. Let's say I didn't do that. Let's say something happens to me, and now they got to call the police, and now they got to try to figure out who's the mother, what's the mother's name. They probably got to go on my phone. My phone is locked, so they don't have that contact. You see what I'm saying? Now my kids will have to probably go in a foster care system, because they're going to be questioning the prodigal wife, like, why you don't have an address to where he's at? What is she going to tell him? Oh, he didn't want to give it to me? Is that what she's going to do? I guess she can lie about it, right? It's just messy all over. But this ain't normal. This ain't normal, people. This ain't normal at all. But I'm going to end it with that. I love y'all, and I'm out.